And we're getting close to being underway for the inaugural Daytona 150 with No Limit Racing in the ARCA series. First race of the season, brand new season for the No Limit Racing series. And great for everybody to be out there, and qualifying is getting underway currently as we speak, as footage is loading up for everybody. I appreciate everybody being out there. Quick little reminder, if you're not watching already, but go ahead and share that stuff out there on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook by searching No Limit Racing in YouTube and Facebook, and then going to twitch.tv/JLfollow for all of your No Limit Racing needs. I appreciate everybody out there. And looks like Mandy, she's here at all three. Appreciate you. Elrod, Jake, we'll get your message. Connie, good job out there watching for CJ20. Cody's got some followers out there as well. Qualifying has about a minute left, and we're going to get everything underway. We have a full field today. We had so many people registered to drive that we actually couldn't get everybody into the session. A lot of members of the No Limit Racing ARCA series to go for that big prize at the end of the day. The top cash prize for the winner of the series after this is all said and done is a $500 purse, and everything is going to be up for grabs. So when they wreck and they get mad, they've got a reason to. There's a lot of money on the line for this. So stick with us. We're about to get underway in less than 30 seconds. As soon as we get the pace car up, we will we'll be ready to get on the track. Taking a look out here. And if you haven't already been, go to the brand new website, NoLimitRacing.net, for all the information, schedules, drivers, forums. If you are into iRacing right now, you might be able to get in there and get some of the driver information, what setups they run whenever they run the other series. This is a fixed series right here, so nothing too much. Get you on over to the track as everybody is starting to grid up right there. A little bit about I want to give a big shout out to the guy who designed that website that you were just looking at. Combat Hosting is the web design web builder. Go on to Facebook and search up Combat Hosting and you'll be able to find him. Great guy, and great opportunity for you to have a fantastic website. Just take a look at that right there. So we're about to get underway right here from Daytona. We've got 100 laps. 150 miles is what they're saying, and that's what we're going to go. So 77's got some people out there as well. Pulling for the 74 and the 69. Very good. I appreciate everybody. All right, we're going to take a look at how our grid's going to line up today. The number 73 wins our pole position right here at virtual Daytona with the No Limit ARCA series. Alec Coates, and then Hank Kasten out there in the number 5. Very popular driver out there as well. Second row, we're going to have Edward Jurgen in the 92, Steven Evasius in the number 12. Anthony Thitchner in the number 88 is going to be inside on row 3. Evan Keese in the 46. Sean Lodesine in the number 2 is going to be inside row 4. Casey Clark Jr. in the 36. James Loveland in the 109, and then Brandon Fronable, and number 10 is your iRacing No Limit Racing ARCA Series owner right there, starting inside row 5 and 10 position. Mac Nelson in the 77, and some rooters out there inside row 6 and number 11 position. Isaac Singleton in the 34, starting outside of him. Art Millen in the number 15, inside row 13, and Dean Coaley in the number 17, outside row 7. Row 8, Danny C. Davis in the 21, Corey Doss outside, starting 16th. David DeFazio on the number 99, William Karp in the number 1. And that is what we have so far as things are loading in. You have some people starting from the pits, some extra drivers in the back. You're going to see everybody full field as we get ready to get underway. Right here from virtual Daytona. So, as the pace truck pulls off, we are about to get ready to get underway. Drivers in, green flag waves. Lap 1 is underway from the virtual Daytona, and the inaugural season of No Limit Racing ARCA Series is underway with a 73 on the inside, 5, Hank Caston on the outside, Edward Jurgen. Take it away as we are going to see everybody run this 2-mile track at 195 plus miles an hour. Clean racing as everything gets underway currently right now. 73 pushing the inside as the 5 Hank Caston has the number 12. Of Stephen Evasius giving his bumper some nice drafting position. Side-by-side racing as we complete the first lap of 73 right here at, or 72 right here at virtual Daytona. Exciting as it comes, 2x2. Long shot out of turn 2 as they hit the back stretch. Clean racing so far as everything gets underway. Relatives will continue to go. 73 still out front on the inside line. Hank Caston in that second position on the top line as it's going to show the 73 of Coates as the leader of that lap with lap 3 underway as we head down the backstretch. Clean side-by-side racing. That 92 of Edward Jurgen is not letting anybody breathe up front, trying to keep and will that inside line forward with the 5 of Hank Caston up top, sliding back just a little bit to match pace with the 92, losing his outside drafting line just a little bit. Little bob and weave from the 92 as Hank comes around to match pace with him again. Heading off into turn 1. You have a second pack forming in the back. Everybody trying to give themselves some room as they go side-by-side racing on the backstretch. Hank Caston is starting to make that outside line work with the number 12 of Stephen Evasius. High drift up outside as the 12 almost gives up some room, but allows the 46 to slide down. The 88 is running his way right up into the back number of the 12. A little bit about the ARCA Series cars. They are not that easy to drive. In the draft, you cannot bump draft with these cars. You can only kind of run a few inches off the bumper. The closer that you get, as you see the 92 bob just a little bit, the closer that you get, the harder it is for the cars to stay with that rear downforce. So you see a lot of these guys wiggle a little bit with the closer that the cars get to it, and you definitely don't want to hook the bumper. So definitely do not bump draft with these vehicles as things get underway. You're going to see at least one pit stop, probably more than that, as we continue to get going. Clean race. They've ran a bunch of practice races throughout the start of the preseason, and if you've been fortunate enough to look at things from that point of view, you've been able to watch some of these guys race already. We're looking at the number 20. CJ Anderson is actually going to be one of our, it looks like he's 4 laps down right now as one of our race controls, so that might be what's going on there. We're checking and seeing what's going on. That's what we're showing the number 20 as 4 laps down currently. Anthony Ludi is a lap down if you are looking for the number 7 car out there. Last car on the lead lap is the 57 of Robert Butcher. The 12, of course, of Stephen Evasius slides up high. They make it 3 wide as they are coming to the back stretch, with the 12 of Stephen Evasius getting shoved out of the way by Anthony Fitchner, and the 12 falling off pace with the rest of the drivers. Going to have to come back and fall in line with the 5 of Hank Caston on the inside line in front of the looking at our timing going on right there. So let's come back up to Hank Caston, as it looks like the 73 is his pushing partner right there, with the 88 with Anthony Fitchner up high in that Mountain Dew, matching the outside line with Hank Caston on the inside, scoring Anthony Fitchner as the race leader. And you see that inside line single file. Patience is going to have to be virtue here, as the 46 Keese right there on the rear bumper of the 88 to try to will him on the outside line. The outside line working in smaller packs, it looks like, but not necessarily giving the advantage that you would think with those guys running 5 deep. The 88-46 trying to slide down in front of Hank Caston, as that drafting duo didn't work, but the 5 gaining a lot of speed on the inside of turn 1, and then coming up to match pace with the race leader Anthony Fitchner on the outside line. Things starting to form up a little bit better on that inside line. Fitchner is going to have to make a decision. Is he going to continue to run that outside with the 46 kind of a little close for comfort there as they were coming around turn 3. Little side draft from the 46 down to the 5 of Hank Caston, as things are still continuing to get underway right here. Lap 10 starting. .46 coming out for a little air as they come out of turn 2, hitting the backstretch, causing the 88 to lose a little bit of momentum there. 46, Sir Bud out there giving you a shout out, scoring 2nd position currently as they are about to cross the start-finish line for lap 10 in the books. Right here, virtual Daytona with the No Limit ARCA Racing Series. Nice and easy so far as they continue to go. .34 cars right here on the lead lap. Biggest mover so far in the race, Casey Gilchrist, in the number 26. has gained 5 positions from their starting position. Right there on the outside line behind the 13 of Michael Woolley. He goes just out of the New England area. Michael Woolley, his drafting buddy in front of him, around Illinois. As you get a car high on the inside wall up there, creating contact, trying to stay out of the way. No caution thus far. As that UPS car up there still working its line. If you want to see your driver currently, make sure that you give me a shout out, and I will try my best to show your drivers. The 46 and the 88 are now your top 2. That outside line seems to be working a little bit better as the 46 of Evan Keese is showing some speed up there, forcing the 88 to have to come down in front of Hank Caston. And now side drafting as the 5 of Hank is going to be pushing that 88 on that inside line. Side draft from the 46 as they are about to enter turn 3. You are seeing some of the best, and then of course the No Limit Racing ARCA Series owner right there of Brandon Fronopole in the number 10. You see that yellow Menards car. That is the drafting partner for the 46 as they are continuing to run clean laps right here at Daytona. 13 laps under the books. CT Browning. I see out there doing good things. And we are under caution right here at virtual Daytona. We're going to go back and take a look and see what happened. Going back and finding that footage real quick. A lot of cars on the track, a lot of things just happened back there, so we're going to take a look and see what happened. Solid run from Evan Keese as they check up and meet the pace truck on the back. And it looks like flag came out right there. Fastest lap was made. And it looks like the 57 of Robert Butcher got into the wall right there. And he's trying to come off the wall. It kind of just disappeared a little bit. So maybe a little bit of internet issues. He came off the track and tried to get back on. Not too much damage there as he's trying to check into that. So nothing big, not a whole lot of damage going on there, but still an opportunity for the race still to complete. So Robert Butcher, the cause of the caution right there. Not too much else to speak of. Just got into the wall and had to come back out. So you're going to see him come into pit road, I'm sure. Let's catch back up with our leader and see what is going on thus far. As we are back live one more time, everybody's hitting pit road. Evan Keese being your race leader currently. Let's see if we can dial up old Evan Keese as things are continuing to get underway. So many drivers on track right now. We've got to scroll and scroll and scroll until we find them. Hauling Gas Motorsports, and that number 46. So as you're riding along with him right there, went ahead and pulled in Evan Keys to check up on how he is going to hold that lead. Evan, do you have me out there?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, good racing out there. Jason here in the broadcast booth, watching you slowly work that 88 to the inside line and then dominating the outside line. How are the tracks holding up right there, or how are the cars holding up behind you right there?
I mean, I found a few people that are pushing me up to the front, and just hoping to stay up here, I guess. We'll see what happens on this restart, though.
Any preference inside-outside line for you?
No preference. I'll probably hang on the inside.
Good deal. Well, good luck on the restart, and nice clean racing as we were continuing to go. So, good luck to you out there, and we'll chat with you later.
Thank you.
All right, Evan Keys right there. He is doing good things. Trying to keep everybody together behind him as he had to put him back where he belonged in the chat area, so that way he had people talking. Doing good things out there. The 46, he held that outside line together very well and scored the leader when caution came out. So we will see what happens on the restart. And I appreciate all the feedback out there. Yeah, sometimes Twitch makes my voice a little bit quiet, but YouTube and Facebook usually ends up being pretty decently. So I appreciate everybody out there giving the feedback on what is going on. We try our best to make it work. It just kind of depends on the streaming channels and the settings, of course. So we will continue to improve as things are working their way forward with the next few races. There's going to be a lot of races out there that you're going to be able to see very shortly. There are other race platforms that we do broadcast for as well. The Whelen Modified Series, that's on Thursday nights, and the NASCAR iRacing League, that's on Wednesday nights. And then, of course, the Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing Truck Series, the Gator Mountain Truck Series, that is on Sunday evening. So if you are following my Twitch channel, you'll be able to watch all of those right there. If you are watching on Signature Media YouTube, you'll be able to watch those as well as the Pace Trucks has the lights turned off. We're going to come into turn one, and how it's scored right now. Evan Keys is going to be your leader in the number 46. He's going to start on the inside row. Casey Clark in the number 36 on the outside. Hank Caston is going to be right back in on the number 5. He's going to be inside on the second row. And then, of course, the 88 that you see on your screen of Anthony Fitchner is scored 4th. Edward Jurgen's going to be in the inside top 5 and the number 92. He's going to be starting inside road top 5, and the number 2 is going to be outside of him. Sean Lodesine, if I butchered that name, I apologize about that. So we appreciate everybody watching out there. The 20th, the number 20 is 38th. Currently, C.J. Anderson, yes, 1 lap down. So he got a lap back there. Yes, he is the first car 1 lap down currently right now, as we're going to start to see some movers and shakers. Statistically, not going to be the only caution that we have, but you never know. They did do 60 green laps just the other day as the Pace truck hits pit road. You're going to start seeing them accelerate as the 46 takes the inside line. 36, a nice little jump. Right there. inside line, you see, is still working as the 88 kind of bumps up to the 36. Side drafting 46 is going to run a little higher line to try to keep that 36 running higher. Carrying speed on the inside line, the 5 right behind the 46, the 92 right behind the 5. .36 slides down in front of the 46, taking that lead away as the 88 moves up. With the drafting partner out of the 2, things are now underway. You see a long shot of everybody coming out of turn 3 and 4, heading onto the front stretch. A lot of green flag racing still left to go as the 88 of Fitchner is up top. That is a popular number to be at Daytona. 74, number 74, J.P. Smith is sitting in 31st position currently right now. As the 36 of C.J. Clark is now trying to put some pressure on the 88 to stay up higher, but they are continuing to run through turn 3 and 4, hitting the front stretch. A little bobble from the 36 with the draft coming up behind him from the 46, but still everybody running. As there for a moment there, I thought the 46 was going to take a lower line and try to make it 3 wide on the front, but didn't do so. Fell back in line just a little bit. You're welcome out there, Mandy. I appreciate you very much. Side-by-side racing from first on back. We appreciate the clean driving. The 109, we saw a nice qualifying there, or a nice position from him there, and now he's up to 6th inside or outside Caston. Hank in the number 5, patiently waiting his turn to lead once more as Brandon Fronopel pulls up to draft behind Hank Caston right there, and the number 92 up there of Evasius Edward Jurgen is up there to draft the outside line. So 2x2 all the way back to 8th, and then single file racing as they are still continuing away. 19 cars on that front stretch in that lead lap as everybody continues to run clean laps as Jason Wiley joins the group back in the number 33. As we have a few cars that had some damage, had to get out there and get some repairs. They are still sitting in the pits, trying to make sure that everything gets taken care of. We'll see them back out on the racetrack very shortly. Long line of cars, second row of cars waiting their turn, trying to be patient back there as our leaders are continuing to run this track down with the 36 of C.J. Clark. Or Casey Clark Jr. Let me apologize about that. He was continuing that inside line. Inside the 88. Take a look back at some of the drivers that we see running in that back row. Here's the 15 of Art Millen back there trying to run with the pack. Good driver in that Canadian E-Racing Port City Pirate car. Some of the other drivers out there that everybody's been looking at. Talking about that 74, there's that. We're going to take a look at the 74 in just a little bit. J.P. Smith right there, running with that second group, has the 69 as a drafting partner on that higher line. Catching back up into our leaders as we are continuing to run green. That second pack is moving and catching those leaders very, very quickly. Our UPS car, the number 32, that was the one that got in the wall earlier and kind of rode around and lost a lot of positions, but things fixed very, very nicely on that vehicle. Catch back up to our leaders real quick as we are about to hit the front stretch, or the outside the front stretch into turn 1. The 36 getting comfortable on that inside line. 46, nice hug on the double yellow. Oh, we had relatives just a little bit ago. And we just didn't turn that ticker back on there, guys. There is your positions. Never mind the relatives, because those don't matter. And some family reunions, that's the case too. But there is that front group running around the track like a train. As the 88 on that higher line, you're going to start seeing everybody up there. Try to form in. 36 comes up the side draft a little bit outside of the corner of turn 2. Front, the back stretch is running very, very good. There is your current leaderboard right there. As we are lap 27 of 72. As you see the patience of everybody, knowing that they can't win the race right now. The only thing they can do is just ensure position as they get closer to the end of the race. Hard to do as a group of drivers. Solid racing so far. '74 is coming back very, very, very quickly. As the lap traffic is about to be content with the 88 and the 2 running up high, 109 behind the 2. Outside line still working very well. Kind of alternating who's leading this race as we are still underway. 36 doing a great job of keeping everybody bay on the inside line. The 88 not giving anybody any room. You see that long stretch back there. They are roughly about 13 seconds apart, that first group to the second group. As Brandon Smith is going to be the leader on the inside of that in the number 34. He's going to be the one that is leading the second pack. As you see some movers and shakers right there, the 13 at 74, as well as the 54. The 34 kind of dropped back there a little bit whenever I tried to switch over. So we've got the 50 as the leader of that group. 61 as well right there. Come on back up here to our race leader as Casey Clark Jr. is still commanding that inside line, diving down low to come into pit road. That's going to put the 88 and the 2 on the inside. Little pit strategy working out for everybody right there. As the 88's going to lead on the inside line with the 5 of Hank Caskin behind. The 2 of Sean Lodison. I'm going to get that right before the end of the day. I'll call him up and ask how to say that name. And the 109 of James Loveland up there, right in the mix still. The 92 of Edward Jurgen, scoring a 5th position currently right now, with the 10 of Brandon Fronapel, scoring that 6th position on that last lap. But things are heating up as pit cycles are going to be a factor very, very shortly. As 31 laps 30 laps are complete right here at Virtual Daytona with the No Limit Racing ARCA Series. Make sure you tune in next week, next Monday on the 25th. We are going to be live from Phoenix, Arizona, well, virtual Phoenix, Arizona, with the No Limit Racing ARCA Series. We're going to go from a super speedway to a 1.5 mile track, and you're going to see there's going to be a lot of bumping right there. 135 laps is what we're going to be completing there. And then after that, June 1st, and the races I'm looking forward to is Watkins Glen. That's going to be June 15th. We're going to make sure that if you want to know our schedule, go to nolimitracing.net. You're going to be able to find all of that information. There is going to have our schedule, and they're going to have the forum there to be able to talk to some of the drivers. A lot of the drivers have set up their own accounts there to chit chat with everybody. If you're a fan, go there and leave a message or register to talk with them as well. The 88 of Thitchner, Anthony Thitchner, out front still. Coming into turn 1 has the 2 of Sean Lodison right there up top. 109 of James Loveland pushing him around the track just a little bit. Hank Caston is right there in the number 5, and then Brandon Fronopol in the number 10 and the 92. That's your front 3. Little bob and weave from the 2, trying to keep that car straight as they are coming around turn 3 into turn 4, outside of turn 4 across the front stretch. The group's kind of getting a little bit smaller as they are weeding out just a little bit. '69's got a big fan out there as well. 18th position for the number 69. 2x2 racing from the front on back. Take a look at our second pack as they are forming up to continue to run this race. The 61 of Barry Brooks is going to be the guy that you're looking at right there. Long inside line for everybody. The 50 of Brandon Smith, giving him a nice shove around the track. Number 9 of Corey Doss, another league owner around here. Corey Doss is up there on that outside line, trying to run that outside line around this track as well. Carrying good speeds. Everybody's kind of got this right around the same lap time from the front of the pack to the back of the pack. Just running a little bit shallow right there. So 36 laps complete right now here at Virtual Daytona as we catch back up with our leaders. The 88 still leading out front down the backstretch with the 5 of Hank Caston on the inside. The 2 of Sean Lodicine is now going to be the 88's a little bit of kind of a threat as the 109 is starting to push their way through. Thank you, Stream Chats. I appreciate you very much. Got some activity feed going on over here. Thank you, new followers. I appreciate that as well. I like seeing the notifications pop up. So if you heard that notification, that was it. I got some new followers out there. Share that stuff out there, and I appreciate everything. The more followers we get, the bigger the monetization, the more prize money we can throw out there. And then on top of that, more money I can donate to charity as the number 2 slides down in front of the 88 and the 109. Looks like he was trying to carry a little bit extra speed to follow with, but could not. As looks like we're going to have a hot lap traffic continue with at least one car in just a moment. Everybody's going to take it to the inside in just a little bit as the 32 hugs the outside line, going just a little bit down. Ryan Hedrick doing a great job to stay up against the wall. Hopefully not doing too much damage to his vehicle as the 2 takes the inside and is now going to force that upper line to try to work together. It's the 88 showing a little bit of patience to run with the 2. 5 of Hank Caston right there as well, and the 10 of Brandon Fronapol all on the inside line. The 109 and the 92 on that high line now have 2 other cars behind them to give them some drafting stock. Now one is one of the cars dropped back in line. 46 up there. That's going to be your 3rd car behind the 92. Back up there trying to mix it up as well. These front cars are running quite nicely through the inside of the line. 333 Duncan's Donut Machine. Yeah, we didn't get the chance to have Brandon come in and race on this one, but buddy, we will see you next week. Get in there early and get in there and qualify Phoenix. Phoenix is the next racetrack, so any driver that's not out there today, get out there and practice running a fixed setup at Phoenix with the 109 of Loveland. Now your race leader with the 88 had to kind of go up there a little bit. Lead changes are happening. I believe the 88 or the 92, I'm sorry, the 92 went up top as the 109 went in front of the 288, slips back in front of Hank Caston. And now things are starting to shake up a little bit. The 92 of Jurgen and the 46 working that upper line with the 36. So some popular drivers that I'm seeing everybody push right there. 15 getting some shout-outs there as well. Art Millen is currently 23rd in that second pack back there, but pit strategy is, I believe, in play there. Movers and shakers continue to go. 92 as your race leader currently. The 109 still on the inside. The 46 not showing on my screen, even though I know that that driver's been in this race since the very beginning. There to rock and roll. Brett Edwards up there. We're trying to get a lap back or something. Taking it through wide as the 92 goes up higher, gets pushed up high with the 46. Trying to lead the pack around the track, apparently. The 92 has to fall back in line to the 36, taking it 3 wide there. A little bit shaky there. We're going to go back up to the 46 having fresher tires. And now going to run the front of the track in front of the 109. I believe this is all about race position currently. As now still showing Loveland as your race leader, as the 57 Robert Butcher having to go up high, riding the outside wall, trying to make sure that he stays out of the way. Tagging the wall just a little bit, but still good racing as we are still green flag all the way on the backstretch. Race leader scored currently as James Loveland as the 46 is leading everybody around the track. The 46 pitted with just a few laps back, so the 46 raced his way to the front as the 109 comes into pit. And now the 2 being scored the leader as Anthony Fitchner comes across the line currently right now. The 2 coming off track. 46 behind the 36. 2 drivers that pitted earlier now trying to keep the race up front and between those 2 as the 92 is outside of the 46. Edward Jurgen being scored the race leader with the 88 of Anthony Fitchner. Things are going to jump around just a little bit as we continue to go green flag racing right now as everybody's hitting pit road. And you're going to start seeing pit road be the answer. And we're going to catch back up with the race leaders in just a little bit. The 92 being scored as the race leader on that one right there. Hank Aston is right there in front of him, 73. Also, 92 coming out of pit road, kind of locking things up there a little bit. I don't know what's going on with the 92, but something happening there. And we're going to catch up as everybody comes off pit road to get back up to speed. Quick pit stops for everybody. As Jurgen and Thatcher, and now Hank Aston right there. Hank catching extra speed coming off of pit road around turn 2 onto the backstretch, and now they're going to have to go side by side, and let's see what happens here in the turn as Hank dives in front of the 92 of Jurgen. The race is shaping up right now. We are over halfway complete. Lap 46 about to be complete under green, as now the race leaders are starting to come together, and the race leaders actually being scored as the 86 of D. Carlson. Fitchner right there leading those 5 drivers. 86, it looks to be coming out of pit road, and that is he's going to score a lap lead, of course. And we're going to come back to the front of the pack right there as you start to see that start to take shape. Some of those fresher tires are starting to catch back up. The 88 of Fitchner being scored the race leader currently. Now things are moving around and the system's catching back up at 36 and the 46 with Hank Aston on the outside. Very exciting racing going on so far right here at Virtual Daytona with the No Limit Racing ARCA Series. These Chevy Malibus are making their way around the track. Don't let that paint scheme fool you. That is a Chevy underneath that Dodge wrap. I do wish they did bring back the Dodges from the days of the ARCA series. That would be interesting as well. The old, I believe it was the, oh, I can't remember now. I know it was a sedan back in the day. So, but 36-46 right there with Hank Aston on the outside. 88 being scored still as the race leader. As this main packer group is going to be the ones to watch. Anthony Fitchner right now scored 2.5 seconds in front of our race leaders, but they are quickly catching up to the 88. Take a look at where the 88 is right there, leading that front little pack right there with the 37, 74, 15. These guys are just shortly 1 or 2 laps down, but the Still being scored the race leader. Things are about to get interesting as the 36 of Casey Clark Jr. and the 46 of Evan Keese are running that pack all the way down to catch up with the 88 of Anthony Fisher, as they have now caught that little pack, and everybody's driving to the outside. Lots of scattering going on. Coming across the infield into the grass. Everybody collects and catches, as somehow, some way, no caution was driven there, as the 36 now takes the lead away from the 88 with 5 of Hank Haskin on the outside. 37, 92 right there in line, mixing it up with lap traffic all at the same time. Currently right now, we've got the 2 and the 77, which are right there in line with everybody. Great racing so far right here at Virtual Daytona. These guys are really, really turning up the dial. As you see the 37 and 74 right there in the mix. Or Casey Clark Jr. as your leader of that last lap. We are getting close to the wire where everybody's going to start turning up the pressure, and they're going to start making moves that need to be made to get out in front of this and continue a long stretch of green flag runs right here. Only one caution today so far. Not trying to jinx anything, but we are still right here ready to go, just in case something happens, as 2 cars bail off, as now we are wrecking on the backstretch. Lap traffic kind of got in the way. Everybody tried to miss everybody, and now there is just carnage everywhere. Goodness gracious. Everybody is trying to collect themselves. Goodness. Everybody is wrecking. So all of that fuel strategy and that pit strategy that had just happened just kind of went to nothing. 20 laps to go, and let's take a look at what happened there, as everybody was trying to meet up with lap traffic. And that's just what happened. Lap traffic got in the way, and you see everybody kind of just going all over. There's the 73 diving off to the inside, largely in part to some wrecking that was going on in the backstretch. See if we can take a look at that from a different point of view. There was J.P. Smith involved in that. Kind of from overhead, here's what happened. Everybody kind of just got in the mix of things. The 15 of Art being all destroyed, so we are seeing a lot of people on pit road right now getting some repairs done. No fast fixes here, as everybody is down below. But there is your race leader currently right now, Brandon Frontable. Lucky to miss everything that was going on there. Huge wreck. He's going to take pit road right now to get some repairs. And the 73 of Alec Coates, our pole sitter, is right up there in the mix now with the 74. Now being scored up front as well. So that's going to be your lucky dog currently. JP Smith doing a great job of avoiding everybody. Now going to be back on the lead lap, waiting for that lucky dog position, as Coates is now your race leader with the 21 of Danny C. Davis. Brandon Fronopol is being scored third currently, but still on pit road, so we'll see what happens there. The 12 of Stephen Evasius is back up in the mix. Everything kind of just changed. So everyone that was spread out is now, they're all back together again. CJ, you've got some big fans out there, buddy. Big fans. CJ being scored right now in 17th position. As things are still kind of changing around on the leaderboard up there after pits are done. Lights are still on the pace truck. Let's see if we can get Mr. Coates up here and chat with him real quick. Alec Coates in the number 73. Let's see if we can dial him up real quick. A pretty exciting race so far, and right now I've got Alec Coates right there in the number 73. He is now your race leader. Buddy, how'd you avoid all of that? Alec Coates, this is Jason over here in the broadcast booth. You got me, buddy? Alec Coates, you got me? All right, it seems like we don't have Alec right there, so he's got some heavy racing to do, so we're gonna let him get back to it. That number 73 doing a great job out there, trying to keep everything together. He's gonna have to keep everybody behind him, and a lot of big things coming up right now. Putting everybody back in their spots. We were gonna sit there and talk to everybody, but kind of didn't work out in that situation. Not a big deal there. 73, 21, and 12 being scored. Your race top three. And lights are still on the pace truck right here. Lap 56 about to be complete. Big perspective there. A lot of things moving and shaking. Still appreciate everybody out there. Grafton has a fan out there as well. I appreciate everybody out there watching on all of our channels, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Reminder to hit the like and share on Facebook. Bring this all the way to all of your friends. And, of course, like and subscribe on YouTube. And, of course, one more time, like and follow on Twitch, twitch.tv/JL. Follow YouTube.com, search No Limit Racing, and of course Signature Media. You're going to see both of our channels out there. Then search both of us on Facebook at Lake of the Ozarks Esports, and of course No Limit Racing. You're going to see all of that stuff. Tag your favorite driver, talk about them. We are quickly becoming the #1 streamed platform for iRacing broadcasts across the globe. As you see lap traffic, going to make it interesting as JP Smith gets up to speed and comes around to meet everybody in that number 74. So, seeing everybody check up on the backstretch. Long backstretch right there for everybody. Overhead of what everybody's looking like. Still continuing to go forward. Pardon me. number 74, beating it back up with everybody being scored in a 22nd position. J.P. Smith all day. That's what I'm seeing and I'm hearing. Alrighty. I believe the lights on the pace truck are currently off. So this next lap is going to take us back to green. I need a number between 1 and 39 out there, everybody. So give me and just a random number, the one number that gets the most. So keep throwing numbers out there. I need a number between 1 and 39. There's a special prize involved in this, so between 1 and 39, that's the number I need. 73 of Alec Coates is your race leader currently before we get back to green, as again the lights on the pace truck are off. The two Budweiser Chevys, front to back teammates right there between the 73 and the 12 of Stephen Evasius. Running the same paint schemes, they must be teammates. That's the only way to assume that. Is that Mountain Dew Chevy of 21. Danny C. Davis is out there as well. The 77 of Mac Nelson is going to be on the outside of the 12. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 runs it that way. Stephen Evasius is right there as well. Pace truck is now down to hit pit road. And we are back to green flag racing right here from virtual Daytona with the No Limit ARCA series as teammates push and shove each other to the front, trying to make sure that everybody stays side by side. 2x2 racing all the way back, about to be 3 wide, close to it as the 82 kind of slides all the way down, leaving enough room for the 77 to slide down on the inside line. The 73 and 21, there are no teammates there. They're just running the same pace scheme. 12 is leading the 2 out front. As you are seeing classic racing right here from Daytona. It's 1 vote per person. 1 vote per person. And now we're still continuing that line, kind of single filed from first to fourth. Now you're seeing the 73 kind of holding a little bit of traffic up. It looks like they're not catching up to speed, not holding that outside line for everybody. So we're going to see how patient our drivers are as lap 60 gets underway right here at Virtual Daytona. The 12 of Stephen Evasius out front, leading the 82 of Brian Wirtz, and the 77 of Mac Nelson right there in the mix. Orange, I believe it's A&W. Oh, someone's off the track, but no caution there. Caution does fly right there. I do believe that was the 21 who was, or the 73 who was leading the race. I'm going to take a look at what happened there in just a second as a caution waves. Off track, Alex Coates. That was the 73. We're going to come back and take a look at what happened. Runs the high line, comes down, tries to get in front of the 86, and just gets turned. So not enough awareness there to see what happened, but it does happen to the best of us. But now everybody's back into the front. So let's see what happens as we get back to our race leader. And now, what do you think? I need, do we have another caution out there, listeners? Do you think we have another caution? When we get back to racing, we're about to have 7 to go, so let's take a look and see if Stephen Avasius is available to have a little chit-chat. Taking a look. There he is. Gonna sit there and... So with a wild ride that the 73 took, bringing out the caution, Stephen Avasius, you got me out there, buddy.
I'm in a damp situation.
You're in a damp situation. This is Jason here at the broadcast booth. I wanted to pull you in and talk about how you're going to hold that line. You did get a nice jump on everybody on that last restart and started to pull away from at least half of that front pack.
It's fucked up. I can't even hear Discord.
Take him back to the race lobby there. And that's apologize about the language there. We don't usually have that kind of stuff going on, so things do happen, but again, we like to try to keep that clean. Your race leader Stephen Avasius up there, not being able to hear what was going on, and no big deal there. Brandon Wirtz being scored second in the number 82. Mac Nelson in the 77. Mason Yost in the 24. Being scored in the 4th position. Brandon Smith in the number 50. Earmuffs, big earmuffs. That's right. Occasionally those guys happen, and they were warned that occasionally they'll be pulled into the broadcast booth, and to be prepared. I try to introduce them and make sure that they know that I'm talking, but did not happen. So apologize for the language out there, of course, and always we try to make sure that we want to keep sponsors and things like that happen. So all right, here we are. Lights are still on the pace truck. I believe when we get ready to go, we will have 7 laps to go right here at Virtual and Daytona with the No Limit Racing ARCA Series. Gonna grab a drink of water, take a vocal break. I'll be right back with you, and we'll go back to Green Flag Racing in just a moment. Well, I appreciate everything. I work really, really, really hard to make sure that we have some good graphics and things for our racers and new commercials, all kinds of things that are getting ready to come up. We have got some new driver things that I'm working on right now as well. So if somebody has the video that they end up winning today, might be able to see one of them. We'll just see what happens, but bigger things are coming, of course, right here. Signature TV, Signature Media, lots of things to look forward to again, and always follow, like, and subscribe, and we're going to see a lot of bigger races coming up. Lights are off on the pace truck, and as it stands, Stephen Evasius in at number 12 is your race leader. 82 of Brian Wirtz is going to start on the outside. 77 of Mac Nelson's going to be inside, third position. On the second row, the 24 of Mason Yost. That guy has been moving his way up the field. One of the biggest helps that I actually have had when it comes to all of the fun-natured things right here. And we've asked these guys for, you know, a little bit of information about themselves, and this being a good one. One of those ones that we have is Mac Nelson out of Benton, Kentucky, right there in that third position. But the race is back underway. Green flag flies with 8 laps to go. He's just a little bit off there. 12 of Stephen Evasius is going to lead the inside line. Mac Nelson Wirtz, Brian Wirtz up there. The shove from the 24, Mason Yost, Frank Smith out there in 5th position. Josh Kramer and the number 18 in the 21st position, or the 6th position. The qualified 21st. Our biggest mover of the race is currently sitting in 4th position right now. The 24 Mason Yost started 35th. Some of the relatives that we have going on right here. Stephen Evasius has led 7 laps. Started 4th position. Double check that 24 real quick as we did start 35th. Now he's 54th. It's Daytona. You never know what's going to happen. Thank you. I appreciate it, Andy. I do appreciate that very much. Time to get back to racing right here as we are back. The back turn heat of the front stretch. And is that right there? Coming in to on. Stephen Evasius has still got that inside line. Tug real tight. 77 of Mac Nelson still on the inside. Side by side from first on back to Brian Wirtz. And that sun-kissed orange of the six. Looking to try to take that outside line with him, take that 24 with him. Had an opportunity to come down low, but didn't take it there. But carrying a lot of speed on that front stretch. And has the 24 of Mason Yost to thank for that. You see it on the back, you will float. Awesome paint scheme. We talked about it a little while ago. He said he was going to have it in, and that is the IT paint scheme. He is trying to be it and shove that 82 to the front, 12 of Stephen Evasius. We have 5 laps to go right here at Virtual Daytona with the No Limit Racing Daytona 150. These ARCA cars are holding up quite nicely. As the 24 comes down to side draft just a little bit on the 77, you see some separation from the 82 and the 24. As now that inside line seems to be taking a little bit more form. And it's kind of a glitch there just a little bit. We got a big caution. Things are rolling. I was wondering what was going on. I do believe a lot of cars kind of went everywhere all at once. I apologize about doing that, but I don't have any control over that. Let's see what happened as I bring up the relative there. I have no clue what happened there. So let's find out. A lot of off tracks going on right there. Caution was at lap 69. So we're going to have green white checker for sure. Let's go back and take a look. Here's the start of it all. So we see some shaking up there as the kind of just the 74 got into everybody. We don't have a really good replay of that one, but you see the 74 kind of go up to the wall, and I wonder if somebody was not there that was supposed to be there. So apologize about not having a good replay of that, but hey, there's a big old wreck. That's what happened. We lost a lot of people. Let's take a look at how many people are on pit road right now. Dean Quayle, Hank Aston is on pit road right now. J.P. Smith, Casey Clark Jr., Matthew in the 69, Jason Wiling in the 33, Evan Keese in the 46. Currently just a lot of cars on pit road right now, so quite a big pile up back there. We just couldn't see what was going on. Let's take you back with our race leader right there, Stephen Evasius. Mac Nelson being scored in the second position. The 82 of Brian Wirtz sitting out there in third. Mason Yost being scored in fifth. Speaking of Mason Yost, I do believe it is time to talk to our good friend over there while we are waiting just a little bit. Let's hope that we don't do the same thing we did last time. As we move good old Mason Yost over to the broadcast booth. Mason, this is Jason, the broadcast booth. Buddy, you got me? Hey, Mason, this is Jason at the broadcast booth. Do you have me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Hey, buddy. Hey, you were moving and shaking there. You were trying to shove that 82 out of your way and pull yourself to the front in that Itmobile.
I haven't got fresh tires since probably lap 40. So on that high line, I'm getting a little loose. You know, I don't like it, but I don't know. I think we're going to work together on this restart, get a push to try to win.
Well, if you definitely had the opportunity that you guys made that high line work just a little bit more. You guys were carrying nice speed on that high line as well. But hey, you wanted an opportunity to talk about your Itmobile. You got to tell everybody about your paint scheme.
The inspiration behind my paint scheme is that I'm scary fast. As I'm stalking to get up in the pole, the person in front of me can see the eyes, and it's kind of scary. So, you know, I'm scary fast.
Scary fast for Mason. Good luck on the restart, buddy. You're going to bring my checker, and we'll see what happens after everything is said and done.
Awesome. Thank you. Hello, can y'all hear me?
Hold on, Mason.
Oh.
I'm going to put you back in your team, buddy. Just take it takes 1 second. You are with Harris. What's your team name again? J-A-M-N. There it is. Everybody's right there, so do your stuff. That's right. I just like the paint scheme. I'm a huge Ed fan from so Stephen Evasius is your race leader. He's going to start the inside. Scroll through this real quick and take a look at the rest of the drivers. CJ Anderson right there in the 11th position. Alec in the 73, who was the race leader in the last restart. Steve back on the 16th position. Lead in the 17, scored 21st. Anthony Fisker was out up front quite a bit all day, 2 laps down. Mark Harris being scored 1 lap down as well. Kind of going all the way back. Just a little bit to 40th. And Michael Ward is back in 14th position. Albert Busher being scored in 39th. Art in 15th. In the 15th. Barry is one of the race controls, but I could be wrong. Either way, as best as I can. That's probably what's going on is the desktop audio, or I moved my microphone. Something happened there. So hopefully that's better for everybody right there. Steve DeVasius is going to be your race leader. You're going to have a guy passing all the traffic down there. There is a lap back for someone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are trying our best to make sure that we let you hear me as good as possible. I also, whenever we were talking to the driver, he was kind of low, so I turned him up a little bit, which turns everything else up as well. So let's drag that down, and maybe you might be able to hear me a little bit better now. Doing everything all at once. We're managing 4 screens. It's amazing. You should see the production value here. It's just awesome. So pace truck is off, and we got a green-white checker. And we're back on the green with a 12, having a nice takeoff with the 82 behind him. Brian Wirtz giving a nice push as we are continuing to fly under green. Steven Avasius going to try to ensure that inside line works as well as possible. He's got the 82 and the 24 behind. 77 and 50 working the high line. Mac Nelson, no doubt going to try to make that stick. It'd be 2x2 from second on back with the 12 of Steven Avasius still leading right here. Mac Nelson being scored in second on the outside line right there. We will see some 3 wide as the 82 tries to go up. The 12 comes up the block. The 24 drives low and is going to have some help. But the 12 comes down to block the 24. The 82 giving a nice shove by the 87. You're going to see, we're going to see 3 and 4 wide, I think, here on the end of this race as the 24 is trying to move and will that 12 of Steven Avasius around the corner. You see everybody shaking. Nice constant racing going so far. The 12 on the inside of the 82 of Brian Wirtz, Steven Avasius. That's your inside row. 77's coming around. We had the white flag. This is the last lap. Coming around turn 3 and turn 4. You have the 12, 82 inside line. And coming to the front stretch to the inside line, you're going to see the 77 try to push down. And your winner, the 82, as they wreck coming across. That is how that goes. Brian Wirtz being scored the race winner. Huge wreck on the inside. So many cars involved in here that the system is having a hard time keeping up. Huge, huge, huge wreck at the line. And I do believe I can go back and take a look at that. We were going to go back and try to take a look at what happened right there on that timing screen as everybody kind of just got collected. As we are starting to cool down, let's go back and find that where it happened. Brian Wirtz being scored your race leader, or your race winner. Let's take a look. Kind of everybody just wrecked. That was just insane. All right. Brian Wirtz, your race leader, right there as they were coming to the finish line. You see everybody get together. So Brian wins it, and then just everybody takes off, and then the game goes insane. The simulator just jumps all over the place. But that's how it looked from the air. That's how you end at Daytona. We've seen it time and time again in real life, so you're going to see it time and time again right here. Let's take a look at our official / unofficial results, and you can see how your driver finished up. Ryan Wirtz, of course, being scored as your race winner. Stephen Avasius finishing second. Mac Nelson, a strong third finish. 24 of Mason Yost finishing fourth after running on 55-lap old tires. The 86 of Douglas Carlson in fifth. The 50 of Brandon Smith. The 84 of Casey Knight. And the 21 of Danny C. Davis. Brandon Frohnapple finishing ninth in at number 10, and Kyle Munson in the number 42 that's your top 10 right there. Let's toggle through and see where everybody else finished. Isaac Singleton right there, 11th spot. 45 of Brett Edwards. 17 of Dean Quayle out there in 20th position. The 7 of Anthony Ludi right there in 22nd. Hank Caston in the 27th position. Some of our front runners right there, just having a rough day at the end of the day, but definitely a strong showing. Congratulations to Brian Wirtz and the number 82 for winning. Robert Butcher being scored in 40th, and let's see who else. Barry Brooks still up there in 41st position. So congratulations as well. I'm going to take a quick vocal break. I'm going to see if our race winner is available for a conversation, and I'll be right back with you in just a moment.
Thanks. That was an absolute blast. We had so much fun, and the last two restarts especially. So I'll start it back with the previous restart. Even then, the 24 was behind me, and I was on the outside lane, and we're fighting for the lead, and we're working together really well. And when we got split up, when the caution got hit, we kind of made a deal under caution. We're gonna try to push the 12 to a win. And when that hole opened up on the outside, I just shot the gap. And Mac is a good friend of mine. Um, he did not lift. We bump drafted through the tri-oval, and that's ended up being what caused us to wreck after the finish. But man, that was a good push, and it wasn't even close. Normally, races on the outside like that end up in side draft, thousandth of a second victory or loss. I can't wait. That was a blast. I can't wait to do that stuff again. I got to give a shout out to everyone on my team. We took up a strategy early in the race to sit back. We ended up, at one point, 26 seconds behind the lead pack. And we're just trying to do pit strategy, avoid the cautions, get through it. And we almost all of us managed to make it toward the end and finish in the top 10. So Casey Knighton, Jake Fluman, Mac, Michael Woolley. If I'm forgetting anyone, I'm sorry, but that was an awesome race. Awesome. I will see you guys there. Thanks, sir, and thank you for broadcasting.
Yes, sir. Oh, we expect big things out of this. As you saw tonight, it was great racing. Got a lot of great guys here. Um, Especially having this many cars on track and having a few cautions as we did. I think you'll see a lot of things come out of this over the next few.
That's great. We had a few things going on right there. I'd let everybody talk there for just a moment. We had a microphone issue. My mic was just muted there for a little bit, I guess. Fixed it up, but I want to appreciate you guys throwing this out there. And we have Phoenix next week. And you want to talk about the top prize and what these guys are racing for?
Oh, for sure. Each week there's $15 on the line, 10 to the winner, and 5 to a random participant in the race. Also, at the end of the season, there's over $100 in payouts to the championship, as well as prizes given away to one lucky racer that's in the league to help them with their sim career, especially here at No Limit.
Well, fantastic, fantastic. And actually, your lucky number, I did a poll on while we were streaming, and I said everybody give me a number, and whoever gave me the most popular number was going to be the winner of what you and I had spoken of earlier. And I am scrolling through one more time, and it looks like the 24 is your number. So I will call the 24 right there. Even though Mason has been a contributor to me. He's the number that was up there. So I will pick that number for today. Mason Yost is your winner of what you and I had spoken of earlier. So you can tell everybody about that if you want as well.
Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome, especially for a guy that just started his career, getting that little extra money to be able to buy more tracks and
Yep, everything's going to work out really nicely. It's a great league, and if you've not done it yet, make sure that you go to NoLimitRacing.net. You're going to be able to check everything out there. Make sure you follow us on follow No Limit Racing on all of the platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and now on Twitch as well. By searching No Limit Racing in the search bar, there is two groups. One is a private group that's meant for the drivers, and one is a public that you can like, follow, share, and share all of that stuff out there. Brandon, I appreciate you, and we'll chat with you next race.
For sure, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to put you back into the admin role, and I will close things up. Actually, I'm going to put you back in general because I can't do it from here. So, Brandon Frontable is the guy who runs the show, and we appreciate everything he does, and I appreciate everything that everybody else does. I was asking questions. I thank you very much for all the shout-outs. I was trying to make sure that I was loud enough for you, but at the same time, I was trying to make sure that these guys were able to be heard, and we're going to work on a new mic and maybe get some new things in here. This is a new microphone setup that I have, so I was waiting to try it out today, and I know that I've got some things to do. So I appreciate everybody, and you guys are amazing, and we'll see you next week, okay? This is Jason with Signature TV, Signature Media, broadcasting for No Limit Racing ARCA series every Monday night. And of course, you can always check out all of the other broadcasts that we do as well for the NASCAR iRacing League, the Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing series, and of course the Whelen Modified series. Brought to you by Innovex, of course, and always another shout out to our broadcaster, or our web designer, of course. Transition that over for you. Combat Hosting, that is our guy that puts everything together for our websites. And of course, yours truly right here. I appreciate you. We will see you next week. Jason with Signature TV.